there's a lot of stuff to move. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the Distortions Unlimited props that I own, aka every single pumpkin patch prop except for Grizzly Cord, for now that is. So we're just going to be doing a brief overview of everything, starting from the left, and of course I'm going to bring them into view, do a little demo on them, just so you guys can see what they look like. Alright, well let's get started here. Alright, so first off, we have Jack is back. Now, things to note about him, number one, he is about 6 feet tall, completely steel base, and he's in two parts when he ships. He's lower half, upper half, and you just stick them together, same as Pumpkin Witch, which you'll see later. And that's pretty much the whole setup. Now, things to also note about him, his little switch is in his pocket right here. I'm trying not to make him fall. As you can see, it's right here. You just turn it off, light goes off, turn it on, light comes back on. And you can double it up there, switch to solid or fade, but I like flame effect, as does everyone, I think. Now, like they say in the video, real pumpkin seeds, I don't know what the orange goop is, I couldn't tell you, but it's the same thing on the knife. Mine has kind of fallen off, but that can easily be fixed with hot glue, which I will definitely do before Halloween. But yeah, no, it's completely foam-filled latex, really good. Now, one thing to note about him, and as well as Pumpkin Witch, which you'll see later, the base, you have to kind of push it down with your feet a little bit every so often, that way he doesn't fall over, because as you can see, he kind of likes to lean over a little bit, but that can also be fixed with, you know, tilting the head, which kind of looks better anyway. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. And, you know, moving his hands as well, like that. Yeah, there you go. That's Jack is back. That's prop number one. Oh yeah, also, one thing. I forgot to mention this. The plug comes out of his leg here. And you'll have to use an extension cord, obviously. But, I mean, unless you want to stick him right next to a wall outlet, I don't know why you would for, you know, everyday use. But, hey, you have options. And this prop definitely gives that for you. He can be a, you know, a centerpiece, or he can be a filler. And I don't really have anything else to say about him other than he looks really, really cool. Yeah, that is Jack is back. Let's move on to Pumpkin Stalker. So this one's going to be a little bit different to do because my ceilings are not tall enough. So we're going to have to make do. But yeah, this is Pumpkin Stalker. He is over 8 feet tall. My ceilings are not. They're probably just 8 feet. So I have him completely set up except for the head, which is on the floor, but it's the same idea as Jack is back and the rest of these guys would just see, except for Pumpkin Witch. She is a little bit different. Where you plug the head in, you have 3 settings. You have flame, solid, fade, which of course everyone agrees with this. Flame is the best. And again, he is, you know, he has a steel frame, foam-filled latex, you got creepy cloth to attach on, which, you know, you can basically customize yourself. Steel base, this thing is huge, by the way. Really, it's not really thick metal itself, but like 4 sides is really, really nice. He is not going to fall over at all, especially on like solid ground. I mean, with wind, you're going to, of course, want to weigh him down a little bit, but I didn't have to on Halloween night. So, but just keep in mind with your wind situation for Halloween, these fingers are posable. So you can, you know, turn them the way you like. Like, I can do that a little bit if I wanted to. Actually, I think that looks a little bit nicer, but again, it's your personal preference. These arms are also posable. You can have them, like, in front, like you see in some people's videos, but I have mine just how it is in the official, you know, art, because I think that looks the best. But yeah, that is pretty much Pumpkin Stalker. This head is huge, and fun fact, this head is actually used to mold Jack Widow's body, which is really cool, I think, and it's also really a fun fact. So, speaking of Jack Widow, it's his turn next. Alright, here's Jack Widow. He was my first ever Distortions prop, and he is honestly still my favorite. So he has 2 flame bulbs, and they each have their own plug. So you have one, I'm gonna try to get the camera up there. There's one here, And there's one right inside of his head. I don't know if you can, yeah, okay, yeah, it's right there. So those each have their own little switches on them, which I think is really nice because you might want him, like his head to have flame. You might want his body to be solid or fading. I don't know. I personally just have them both on flame for the 50th time because it looks the best. But these legs are really easily posable, but they don't move at all. This is steel in here. Foam-filled latex on the outside, of course, because that's what Distortions does. It's a really good material. Ooh, there's something in his eye. Get out of here. I said, get out of there. Cool. Let's go to the back, because I want to see this design. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's that hourglass design. And I really like how you can position his body how you like. You might want this to be above his head. I like it below because it looks like he's looking at you, trying to tell you to get away. But other than, you know, the general hardness of his setup, because the bolts for his legs, those need a lot of tightening, you know, right behind his body or his head there. That took a lot of effort for me to get in there. But other than that, no, he's really, really nice. And I really enjoy this little, you know, glossy look on his face. But that is it for Jack Widow, I think. All right, let's move on to Jack Attack. All right, so here is Jack Attack. I'm doing something a little bit different because I do want to show you something with him. As you can see, he is really big compared to my body. So I'm gonna go ahead and take him off so you can see the mechanism. He is the moving version, but if you buy the static one, you just get this. It's the same body if you get the moving one or not, but here is the mechanism. So let's say steel little pole, but this is a really heavy duty motor right here. This is really, really solid stuff right here. All steel. Now the one thing, and again, they say this in the video, he does like to walk away. So I'm gonna actually show you that. First, I gotta get these cables undone here. There we go. Plug this in. Now let's put him back on. Now, here's the thing. He actually, the static one, I've heard comes with the adapter here, or the little pole. So if you wanted to just put him on the mechanism, you could. But, I mean, you might as well just spend the extra, like, few bucks for the mechanism. He's just, I don't think he's complete without it, you know? So let's plug him in, and I want you to see the, oh, here we go. Just the way that he starts to walk away. Look at his mouth. Y'all get the idea, right? He walked a pretty good distance, I think. Like, he goes this way for some reason. I don't know why. So, I would tell you the way to fix the issue if I knew how to fix it. So, Distortions Unlimited, if you guys are watching this, maybe you could leave it in the comments, maybe a way to fix that, because I tried on Halloween. I couldn't figure it out. Like, I tried putting a dumbbell in there, didn't work. I was thinking maybe trying a way to, like, use, I don't know, maybe some way to just tie him down, I guess. I don't know. I'm not drilling any holes in him, because that would probably make the build quality a little bit worse. But other than that issue, he's really, really cool. I really, like, I didn't even notice this but I really like the way his mouth just kind of moves as he walks. But yeah, I still need to figure out a way to fix that. So let's move on to the last prop. Pumpkin Witch. Let's go. Alright, last but certainly not least, this is actually one of my favorites. This is Pumpkin Witch. Now, she is actually a wild card because instead of having plugs for her light, watch this. Alright, Scrappy. She is wireless. How cool is that? Now, I think they kind of had to do that because how are you supposed to get the wire out of Scrappy down her outfit and through her leg, you know, like, so I think they actually made a really good call on that, and they also made a really good call on making this rechargeable. You just put a USB-C in there and then you charge her up. And then, other than that, you just put the creepy cloth around her, put her together, and then you're set. Now, I actually think that her base, like her build and like her base is, she set up better on her base. I mean, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong on Jackie's back, but I just set her up and she's just fine. She does not look like she's gonna fall over. Other things, well, let's do a 360. Kind of forgot to do that on a Jack attack, but her, yeah, no, her cloak goes down to the ground, so if you're looking at her from behind, you're kind of like, who is that? And then you go to the front, and then you see that. Like, oh. And she has gloss on her mouth and her eyes, which looks really cool. And I really like how they have the warts on her face and her head. Anyway, let's turn Scrappy off. Yeah, that's the canon name for Scrappy, by the way, or the pumpkin. According to Ed Edmonds himself, his name is Scrappy, little pumpkin. Now, again, the base thing's a problem. I don't really know how to fix that other than, you know, putting a dumbbell behind the base, but I think that's the no-brainer. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Pumpkin Witch. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the overall overview, I guess. Now, if you thought that was just gonna end this video without you seeing every single prop with all the lights on, you're surely mistaken. Let's see all these guys on in the dark. Alright, there it was. There was every single Distortions Unlimited props that I own as of August 8th, 2023. Hope you guys really enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, aka is like what I usually say. Make sure to hit thumb, leave a little follow, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye! Okay, by the way, sorry to interrupt the credits. It's 77... No. Guys, it looks like 77 from here. Oh, I'm sorry. Get back to the credit. Shut up, straw man.